So hi, I'm Q from QAnon. Houston. We have a problem. Houston's are my neighbors, and Houston is Ted's sister-in-law's dad, I think. And the 17th letter follows me. And I saw today I reposted the stuff on Facebook. A bunch of JFK, Donald Trump information. Donald Trump's Secret Service just hung up on me a month ago. I've been contacting Donald Trump for years. I just sent him a couple days ago a message. I send him all the time, but specifically I just sent one from JFK Jr., Dr. JFK Jr. And still nothing. You're in an advanced ET ancestor simulation. JD Vance. JD was my pop-up. Joseph David. Joseph. Hey Joe. Cotton Eye Joe. And David Lord. The singer Lord has a song David. My Uncle David died the same day the Matrix glitched. Of course, nobody told me. Nobody told me. I was my grandma's Agnes. I was her favorite. Even above her kids. Nobody called and told me my grandma died. So, I contacted Kash Patel. I contacted John Ratcliffe. And the CIA is they're so important that it would be a security breach for you to get through to them. So I was like, well, does Kash Patel have a business? Oh, yeah, Kash Patel Productions. Oh, okay. Well, then I'll contact Kash Patel Productions. John Ratcliffe. He was part of some law firm. So I contacted them. I'm like, give me a break. You guys, I don't even think they're real people. Kash Patel reminds me of Manny Quinn. Those eyes. Just like I contacted Erica Kirk. I think Erica Kirk and Charlie were both Tesla bots. I do. There's something very odd about Erica Kirk. Her overacting, and Candace Owens, the fact that I'm sending them Q proof, I'm sending them Elon Musk messages, and their videos just go on. Donald Trump just goes on nothing's happening. I could show you a video. Donald Trump doesn't even believe in UFOs, but yet Donald Trump's gonna expose the ET to the world. Well, he is. I think against his will, though. I question if Donald Trump, if he was a man, if he really was a man, if he's still alive. Because at the funeral, at JFK, or at George H.W. Bush's funeral, they all got envelopes. And I believe it said, I'm sorry, they know everything. George Bush and his son used to torture me in the astral realm to sell my soul. I think they were going to make me Elizabeth April, that fake ET influencer, but I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to gang stalk somebody. I think I'm the last of the Mohicans. I think I'm the last of my kind, because my kids literally, that's what about the Bible and about the parents. My kids sold me out. I believe for money. I know my husband did, and I question if my kids did, or if they're just following the money because he has a trust fund and his mom has money. All I have is love, and they want me to die. They would rather me die. And they're not NASA. My family's not NASA. My husband, my kids aren't NASA, but their grandmom and their step-grandfather are NASA. I looked up, I think Fran, Lou is insane. He's a psycho. I think Fran's insane too. I looked up and there's a song, Insane Fran or something like that. If Fran's insane. I just sent it to the detective. I sent him everything. I think when I think they were here today, and kind of eyes wide open. They looked at me like this, and it was the first time I was like, because people for years don't even make contact with me. They surround me with gang stalkers to put you in such an isolation. You're just like, fuck it, I'm gonna kill myself. That's 988 hotline. I used to live at 988 Hospitality Way, the Red Roof Inn, Young Q, Red Roof Inn. I just got banned from the Red Roof because of a gang stalker. I lived there for a year and a half. And this gang stalker in room 127 I sent him a calendar because he was gang stalking me, and I was like, well, fuck it, I'm going to send him a calendar. And I sent him one of my calendar and a white sheet of paper that said from Pootie Tang. In the Pootie Tang it says, Pootie don't need no music, don't need no words. He told the front desk that I sent white powder. Like, that's some serious shit to go. Like, you're so fucking pathetic. You go to the front desk and lie and say I sent white powder to you? And so what if I sent you a white piece of paper and my, it said from Pootie Tang. He was gang stalking me. He was, I had to leave the Red Roof Inn. The Red Roof Inn's getting sued. I had to leave the Red Roof Inn because of him, because of all the gang stalkers, but especially because of him and the front desk man. Their front desk man came and knocked on my door in the middle of the night asking for $1,400. The maid here borrows $20 from me and never pays me back. Really? Why is she still working here? I even told him. I was like, she borrowed money, and didn't pay me back. She didn't get fired. I get told, don't lend anybody any money. Well, wait a minute, don't tell me what to do. I was like kind of friendly with her. I thought since she worked here that she'd be getting a paycheck and for sure she'd pay me back. Don't tell me that it's my fault because I lent her money. You're like, it's the same thing with my daughter. I had a $2,000 computer I just bought for I was opening an upscale dog resort. Ted was lending me $100,000 in 2020. Does that sound, would a NASA rocket scientist lend somebody just on a verbal agreement, contract? Does that sound like an incompetent person? And I bought a $2,000 really nice soft keyboard detachable computer, and when they threw me out, they only gave some of my stuff from my old clothes. Kara went through all my brand new clothes and took my shoes and gave me all the rags, all the stuff like my clothes from 10 years prior. So when I left there, I'm wearing clothes that look like they needed to go to Goodwill. Owning a 25-acre paid-for farm with 3 places to live. I was thrown off of 25 acres because of a restraining order. You can't do that. That 25 acres is enough. There's the driveway. There's a gate. I could have went out in the field with my RV. There's a mobile home I paid for $25,000. We got $50,000 loan. He bought his Harley Quinn, Synchronicity, the Mighty Quinn, Craig Quinn, Abby Quinn, and I bought that trailer. And I can't even live in that trailer. And the Harford County, they scared me so bad I pissed myself. Have you ever seen The Exorcist? Linda Blair. Blair is my mom's boyfriend. Blair caught me eating a boogie. So Boogie Woogie from ICP, Dead Heather. I'm a transparent soul. You all do it. I haven't done it. I've been awake for 6 years now. I've known it's a Matrix for 6 fucking years. I knew it before that. But with the gaslighting and the narcissism, I questioned my reality. And instead of pursuing it, I kind of drifted into drugs. I just stayed up in my room all by myself. And I was just trying to die. I'm the Flat Earth Witch on X. And I'm in a family of NASA. This is humiliating. They thought if they could keep me quiet, They don't want me to talk to Ted. They don't want Ted to know the truth because he's worth a lot of money. I'm not saying he'd give it to me, but I do believe he wouldn't want me homeless. And I believe he would see, wow, you're fucking smart. I'll help you with a book. Why can't I help my stepdaughter? Even if it's an ex-stepdaughter, my kids and my grandkids are his step-grandkids and step-great-grandkids. He's like the smartest person I know. As soon as I was confirmed Q, I never got to speak to Ted again. Isn't that odd? You erase me from the family? No, I'm not invited to birthdays, weddings, and they're all part of it. Lou Smith needs to be put to death. To be honest with you, when you find out, all of them, when you find out why they did this, not just because they had a vendetta against me, because they don't want you to know that I'm telling the truth, that for one, we live in a simulation, for another, it's flat earth simulation. That's crimes against humanity. That's and it's like high treason because I'm Donald Trump's consciousness. So, do you know I've contacted the Emperor of Japan? I've contacted Kim Jong-un, Vladimir Putin years ago, Edward Snowden, Julian Assange, Michael Jaco from 107. I contacted 107. No reply at all. RFK Jr., Steve Bannon, Alex Jones. It's all the grand illusion. Sticks. Wait till my book comes out. See, the reason why nobody has heard of me because it takes a long time to watch my videos. But when my book comes out and there's like 50 synchronicities on each page, I'm gonna blow your mind. Right now, I could write a book 10 feet tall. One book. Like, of course, you'd have to make several books, but what they stole from me in the jail could have it'll be like an encyclopedia. I'm going to use Roman numerals. So I'm Roman, Nicki Minaj. I am your leader. I'm boss ass bitch. I had a menage with my lawyer friend. I have a friend that's a lawyer. I dated a county councilman. And I had a menage with Jim Oddie and Faith, another one of his clients. Faith, George Michael, George JFK's magazine, and Limp Bizkit has Faith. So Hope was my first best friend. So Faith no more. Epic Bar is right there. I tried to warn everybody. I was like, I can't believe you all are doing this to me. I've known I was Q since May the 4th, 2020. So I'm like, I'm watching you all. That's why I was like, are these guys all undercover? No, they're all fucking gang stalkers. Your strings are being pulled by somebody who is helping me. It's a reverse trap where the gang stalkers think that these people come and they're like, yeah, we want a gang stalker. Well, no, what they're actually doing is it's a sting. They're setting you up, including judges, police, lawyers. There's not anybody in this simulation besides me that can't be bought. I haven't found one yet. I'm not saying that there's not, because I don't know yet. There's obviously people that are helping me now that maybe weren't even presented with that choice. So it's really moot. They're like, they weren't presented with it, so you can't say either way. It would be awfully tempting, though. Just somebody come and say, here, I need you to just sweep this report under the rug, and we'll give you $100,000. Okay, well, somebody might say, no, I've already got a couple $1 million. I'm not doing that. Okay, well, how about $100 million? Because they print the money. The Federal Reserve. The guy who confirmed that I was Q did a really funny video. He called the Federal Reserve and reported that their money is counterfeit because it's not backed by gold. So whoever owns that controls the world. Well, if you're just printing money, why do we have to pay interest on it? Why doesn't the government, they could save us so much money. I'm the Secretary of Efficiency, so, but they don't. A competency alone is ridiculous. 6 months to send somebody for competency. Months in jail waiting to go to the ward. And most of the time these people are pleading guilty anyway, which means they don't even have a trial. So it was all for fucking nothing. You know, every day the cops are here. The guy, Chris, was joking that they're gonna, they gave the motel a new name. They called it Copbana because it's Cabana, and they said Copbana. Every day the police are here. It's filled with it's May. It's $500 a week. Or if you're here for a month, you get a little cheaper. So it's really expensive. Like I'm living here, so how are these people affording to live here? They said that a church is paying for these people. You're paying for drug addicts whose faces are rotten off. They're actively using drugs. You're paying for them to have a beach resort motel? I don't believe you. So with all the cop activity, I'd like to see, is the cop activity like increased since Heather's been living here, like exponentially? I guarantee it has. As it's every day. I'm like, these people are homeless, and a lot of them don't have cars, and if they do, they don't go to work. And you could see, I mean, it's actually, I'm surprised that they allow it, because for somebody to come on vacation with their children, and you got meth heads with sores broke out all over their face. You can't hide meth face. I'm a fucking detective. So that's what I would do. I'd be like, let's see the dates that she's been here, how many times the cops have been called versus when she wasn't here. I'm surprised this motel would allow this. Because it's scary. You're like, the one is cleaning the rooms here. Look, they stole my witch hat. I'll show you. So look, my witch hat. This is actually going to be priceless, because I did my videos for the month that I was out before they sent me back for the second time as incompetent for the same nonviolent misdemeanor. They stole this out of my room. There was a man named Brian who painted the walls, and Shelly, right next to me. She's still working here. The cops came and busted her for selling drugs undercover, so I heard. And then I know she's doing them because there's a man knocking at my door at 3 a.m. looking for Shelly. You can look at them. I was like, their face has sores all over it, meth heads. So, I mean, I've been there because right at the end of my drug addiction, my drug dealer gave me something else. I think he called it Molly or ecstasy. This was right at the end. This is when I had, and it made me start picking at my face. I would start popping my face, and my face started to look like that. And that's when I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I smoked meth with my brother's girlfriend one time, and it wasn't for me, and I got better things to do. But I do think you should be able to do whatever you want to. If you work and support yourself, and you want to do a line of cocaine on a Friday night, why is that anybody's business? You can go get shit-faced drunk. My mother died at 52 from alcohol, cirrhosis of the liver. So, and then Shelly brings this to me. Brian leaves, and they come back a month later. I don't know who took it, but they came back, and Shelly brings it. She's like, "Is this your hat?" I was like, "What are you doing with my hat?" They're like, "Oh, Brian," or I don't know. And then she changed up the story. I was like, "How did you get my hat?" Even if I changed room, even if I left it in that room when he went and painted, he knew it was in that room. And they took it, they brought it back. You brought it to me, you knew who it was. And then when they brought it back, the mice had eaten the face off of the skull. I was like this was just like nothing to them. This is, it's priceless because it's in my videos. And it belongs in a museum. And these people just treat my shit like it's nothing. Like the Aberdeen police threw away my fucking Synchronicity 4-leaf clover journal. There's a song called 4-leaf by the Clovers called Rotten Cocksucker. And I told this story before, so I'm not going to tell it again. But it's just, I'm like, what is wrong with these people? Why do you hate me so much? You don't even know me. Why are you so hell-bent on me being fucking retarded? As it looks bad on you. I'm actually a genius. So that makes you look fucking retarded. You know, I used to day trade stocks. We've bought houses at auctions and I sold it. I sold it in like a day. I doubled my money. Really? Incompetent people day trade stocks? My best day trading stocks, I made $8,000 in one day. So I know the police are here, and any of the good ones so far, I'm happy. I sent my stuff to Maryland State Police. I did, and I've actually been. I ran into this one Maryland State cop that was just typical arrogant cop, didn't listen to me. But when I went to Ethan Brown, he totally treated me like a regular person. I was like, finally. Otherwise, they treat me like trash. I love trash. Oscar the Grouch. Oscar was my first neighbor, and Ted's family is Oscar Mayer. So I was like, they're a bunch of pricks. I'm a Grandmaster Freemason. So coming in on 50, the Grand Prix pricks, the Grand Pricks, the go-kart place, that's what I see, Grand Pricks. You just wait until, like, I need a little help. I need a little help from my friends. But wait till I can wear a hidden camera, or not hidden camera, but I can, I want to have 24-hour stream, like 24 hours a day, and wear glasses so you can see and I can teach as I'm doing it, so I don't have to come back and do videos like this. I'll blow your mind because it's impossible for me to do the videos. It's too much information. So I'm just trying to, right now, I'm documenting for a lawsuit. A big one. Huge. I mean, it's disgusting. I can't stand Facebook anymore. Everything Every day is Elon Musk's birthday. Every day he's proposing to a different woman. He's got a different girlfriend. His kids look different. Donald Trump, as his family looks different. The state